Charity shops. Ingrained into British high street culture for millennia, they've been Britain's home of bargains. People often going in there and buying second-hand goods in order to sell them elsewhere at a profit as a little bit of a side hustle. But with recent price rises, is that starting to get harder? Today I want to find out, is it still possible for an absolute numpty, hello, to make a profit from buying second-hand items and selling them on? Nothing like making a profit from charity, eh? No, I'll obviously be donating any profits back to the charities if I do make any. If I lose money, however, I will expect to be reimbursed. Okay, so none of this, oh, but it went to fund, chemo. I don't care. Unplug it. Job done. Cash back. Chemo cash back. That should be a thing. But no, look, seriously, we do jokes here, chill out. Let's go at some bloody charities. You know what I mean? Let's get in the charity. I love it. And if I can make some profit along the way, I'll love it even more. Let's go help some charities out. And we're going to have a £100 budget. And then see how much we can turn £100 worth of items into. A tenner or 10 grand, perhaps. Let's bloody well go, yeah? Come on. Now leads us home to maybe 6 or 7 different charity shops, so that should be enough of a selection for us to try and find some bargains. The difficulty is finding things that are going to be the right sort of price. Some of the prices have got up quite a lot in some of these places, so that might be a bit trickier. But let's see if we can sniff something out. Okay, first place we're going to is Yorkshire Cancer Research. We're going to see if they've got any bargains in there for us. See if we can find something at dirt cheap prices. Here is the lovely establishment here at Leeds Market. Yes, look at that. Let's go, first place. Well, that first place was not successful. It turns out cancer is very expensive to treat by the looks of it, because everything in there was very expensive. I mean, a Guitar Hero guitar for 50 quid. It's a lot of money to spend on a second-hand Guitar Hero guitar. I know the prices went up during the pandemic and everything, but a lot of money still. I did see a pair of Lonsdale joggers that they were like 4 quid. What am I going to get for them? 5 quid maybe? And they also did have a bit of dirt on them as well, so I don't think realistically I was going to be able to sell them for any more. I did find like a Lionesses England top with signatures on it for 3 quid. I asked the guy, are they actual signatures? And he was like, we don't know, that's why it's so cheap. But if that was legitimate signatures, that could have been worth something, but it could have been anything. It could have been like a school leavers t-shirt or something. So I didn't buy it, but I was very tempted. I might go back in at the end. But up next, we are going to British Heart Foundation, which is just across the road here. So let's pop in. Okay, so finally bought my first things of the day. 3 different things in there, because it got to a point where I was like, I don't think any of this is particularly well priced. Really expensive. There was like really well worn running shoes, 30 quid. You could buy a new pair for virtually the same. I mean, that's probably about the same, well, not far off what I spent on my new Nike trainers to run in. So it's some of the prices, Jesus, they're at cost, if not higher than that. 30 quid for something that's visibly worn is just bizarre to me. Honestly, they call themselves the British Heart Foundation. Nearly had a heart attack looking at some of the prices. Also, the last place that I just went in, they were selling, I think it was a clarinet, second-hand clarinet, 2 quid. Someone sucked on that. Who wants a second-hand clarinet? I don't know, it's an odd one, but there you go. I guess somebody must. I thought the next place was here, to be honest. Maybe it's gone under. Charity shop's gone under. No wonder with the prices. Anyway, on to the next one. I should also say I spent £21 in that last place, which puts the budget down to £79 now for the next few places. Big chunk of money. But we're going to start spending in order to create money off the back of it. Oh, I've found the other place. It's called PDSA. I thought it was like some sort of bedroom antic, PDSA. But yes, this is basically, I think, a Leeds charity. Basically, if you're struggling money-wise, I think they help you look after your pet if it gets ill. So, here we go. Right, okay, just been inside PDSA. Couldn't find anything. The price in there were much better, but just not a lot in there. I mean, you could tell by the fact I picked up a Diana and Prince Charles jigsaw. I mean, when's that ever been a thing? I might actually pop in and go get it, to be fair, at the end. $1.99. Who's buying that in the first place? Well, that might be an antique, that. One of them's dead, the other one's now a king, so I might be tempted by that. $1.99. If I could get £3 for it, you take that profit. I might go back and get it actually at the end. But anyway, onwards and upwards, on to the next one. Hopefully we can find some better prices, because right now it's crazy, some of the prices in there. I think they're starting to market themselves to try and be a little bit more trendy, a bit more hipster. That's probably why the prices are so high. Right, okay, anyway, let's head into Cancer Research UK and see if we can find any bargains. This is Cancer Research UK. Been into Cancer Research UK, and it was pretty disappointing, to be honest with you. There wasn't a lot in there at all. It was basically just clothes, and 90% of it was women's clothes, so didn't really know what I could particularly buy in that situation, so didn't bother getting anything. There was nothing obvious that I could get. There was no toys or anything like that. Struggling to find things to buy here because everything is just ridiculously priced. Prices are just crazy. Bring the prices down, you'll sell more. But anyway, on to the next one. I think it's only a couple more to go. I only spent 21 quid. That's 3 items. You could have bought the whole shop for 21 quid back in my day. I don't know what's happened. It must just be like the last few years and the pandemic and everything just shot up. Everything used to be so cheap in charity shops, but it seems like it's changed. Anyway, I think 2 more to go, and hopefully we can find some stuff. Otherwise I might have to go back round and pick up some stuff on the way back. Now, in theory, I think the Merrion Centre should have 2 charity shops in St Gemma's Hospice, and then there's supposed to be another one, but I'm actually not sure what it's called. I think it might be another Cancer Research or something like that. St Gemma's Hospice. Okay, just finished up in St Gemma's Hospice charity shop. Got myself, I think, 4 or 5 different things. Only spent £4.49 though. They're quite low priced things, so a little bit of a risk these, but risk more in the sense that I probably won't sell them, but not so much a risk in terms of money, because they were quite cheap items. But profit's a profit. If we can try and do that, then let's see. I don't know. It's a bit of a risk though, the items that I've got. I'll show you them at the end. But I think we have one more place that we're going to go to, and then we will have to head back, I think, because I'm pretty sure there's not going to be anywhere else in the centre of town. Okay, we have £74.51 left and one place to go. So we could either go on a bit of a spending spree here, or more likely, probably won't find too much. Anyway, let's head into Leeds Hospital charity shop, see if we can find some bargains. Okay, just finished up in Leeds Hospital's charity shop. Actually pretty good in terms of price, but not great in terms of stuff. I did buy 1 item, but once again, a cheap item, £1 spent on it. I might be able to make 2 or 3, but yeah, it's not exactly gonna rock the world, I don't think. I actually realised there's one more place to go to. It's another British Heart Foundation. I imagine the prices are gonna be very, very high, but you might find better stuff in this one. Okay, just finished up in the second British Heart Foundation charity shop. Bought 1 more item, cost me £2. So again, not exactly a massive dent in the budget, but we don't have to spend it all. It's just about making profit, or trying to make profit anyway, from the items that we've bought. So let's go back now. Let's see if we can list these and start to sell these and try and make a bit of profit on what we've bought. First of all though, let me show you what I've actually got. Right, okay then, let's go through the stuff that I have bought. Overall, I spent a grand total of £28.49, which means I have £71.51 left. Oof. It's quite a big chunk of the budget there. But look, we don't need to spend it all. That's not the point. It's a budget for a reason. You can only spend what's there. But anyway, I've been foraging for bargains and I've found some stuff.
let's go through what I've got. Admittedly, these are quite low-priced items, therefore the profit, if any, isn't going to be that high. But equally, if I lose money or don't get my money back, it will also not be that high. Up first, we have Elon Musk. His book, an Elon Musk book, a book about Elon Musk. I mean, look, this cost me £1, but I think I could get 3 for it. So I think that's £2 profit that's just waiting to be obtained. Now here we have, for £2, we have got The In-Betweeners, Season 1, Season 2 and Season 3. Do you know how mental that is? £2, 3 DVD sets. Now yes, nobody watches DVDs anymore, or do they? I don't know. I'm gonna bank on the fact that this is coming back into fashion. I'm gonna bank on the fact that people out there, some people are dumb actually as well, and I think you've got to find those. When you're selling stuff, find the dumb people. I think I can get more than £2. I reckon I could get maybe 4 for this, maybe a £5 even if I get lucky. But anyway, Season 1, 2 and 3 for £2, that's a bargain. 3 seasons worth of content. A masterpiece. Also highly offensive these days, but that's the joy of it. Something highly offensive for £2, yes! The woman in the shop, by the way, had to ask me if I was 18. I was like, well, am I? I know I look young, I know. Are you 12? No, I'm not. 25. But look, I'll take it. I mean, people aren't buying DVDs, but I am. I've got, to complete the In-Betweeners theme, I've got the movie. I've got the movie as well. I don't know which movie it is. The one where they go abroad, I think it's the first one. 20p this, 20p, that's a bargain for 2 discs. You've got to get more than 20p for it. I haven't even checked, by the way, if any of these even have the discs in. It does, okay, that's helpful. We've also got Mamma Mia. Here we go again, the second one. The one that's not as good, if we're being honest. It's not as good. 10p, 10p. Get £1 for that, that's 90p profit. Don't turn your nose up a 90p profit. And I think these might be the final 2 DVDs that I went for. Again, 10p each, okay? Friends, never seen it, don't care for it. Got a laughing track, not interested. But look, Series 10, episodes 5 to 8, bit stingy. Just include the whole, you know, season. That'll make more sense, surely. And then here we've got episodes 9 to 12 of Season 10, the final series. Look, the reason why I've gone for these kind of big hitters, these big brands, is because there might be collectors out there, there might be people out there who for some reason are deluded enough to think that DVDs are worth buying because they might come back round in fashion. Look at vinyls! Look at vinyls now! Actually, I do have some more DVDs. Got a bit DVD heavy, I think, here, considering nobody buys them anymore. Harry Potter, years 1 to 3, not even all 6, who cares? For the Harry Potter nerds out there, and this cost me £4. I get 5 for it. I could get 5 for that, surely. Up next, we have got a table tennis set, okay? 2 paddles and 3 balls. A lovely little set, this. I mean, if this doesn't sell, I might keep it myself. I don't have a table, but I don't care. And it only set me back £3.99. Get £4 for it. Profit, maybe? I reckon I could sell this. If you're obsessed with table tennis, Hermite is the brand for you. The Ermetta, it's an Italian brand. It's a big in Italian table tennis and all that. If you haven't heard of it, then that's a you problem. £3.99 profit, that's profit there. You're looking at profit. I'm putting profit on the table. We've gone for some clothes items. Yes. I have bought a Yale University hoodie. Now, this is a very smart purchase. A lot of people out there will be going, Ed, why the hell have you bought a Yale hoodie? You're in Leeds. That's exactly why I've bought it. They're in short supply. They've got loads of them in Yale. How many people have got them in Leeds? Not that many. And it cost me, I forgot it cost me this much actually, Jesus. £8.50. Now look, before you start having a go, I can get £9, 10. I can sell that to somebody for £10. It's in good condition, reasonable good condition. But no, look, that's an absolutely outstanding purchase that. I reckon if I was in America, I could get 10 for that. I might actually get a flight out there just to sell this for profit, to prove a point. And on a similar kind of vein, I bought another hoodie. Now this hoodie is for Leeds Beckett University rowing team. Quite niche, admittedly. I've just kind of realised that now, actually, how many people are part of the Leeds Beckett Uni rowing team. I didn't even realise we had one. We're not really known for rowing, are we, in Leeds? That's more of like a sort of Cambridge, Oxford, Durham uni type thing. Where do they even row? We have got a river, fair enough, we've got a river, but it's not really a rowing river. That's by the by, isn't it, really, at the end of the day? I paid for this. Oh, Jesus, how much did I pay? It's an XL. Jesus. I think I might lose money on these. I'm starting to think this might not be entirely profitable. £8.50. But look, people, you know, going back to university now, there might be some people who've just got into rowing at Leeds Beckett. Leeds Beckett, famously, not even the best university in Leeds. But don't get down about that if you are going to Leeds Beckett. It's, you know, it's probably a good uni. Good enough. I think rowing's quite good for getting over being in 50 grand's worth of debt for education, I'd say. And this is everything we bought, folks. I think this is great. I think I've done a great job here. I think I can get £44 from this £28 investment. I think I could get 44 quid. But I do only have about 24 hours to get it, so let's get a move on. Let's get listing, come on.
Okay, so a little bit of time has passed now and I've listed absolutely everything. I've listed a couple of different things on Vinted. Obviously the two hoodies that we bought, I've listed both of them on Vinted because I think that's probably the best place to list them. And just call them vintage and like you can stick up the price by a few quid. So on here I have got both the Leeds Beckett University hoodie and the Yale University hoodie listed for £10 each. We'll see if that if that gets bought. It is quite a high price to buy them for, isn't it? £8.50. But look, a £1.50 profit, we'll take it if it happens. And then we've also listed the other 7 items on eBay. Now these are the prices that I've gone with. So I've listed the In-Betweeners movie at £2, buy it now. The Harry Potter box set at £5. The Elon Musk book at £3. The In-Betweeners series 1 to 3 set at £4. I've got Mamma Mia Here We Go Again DVD at £1.50, and then I've got Friends Series 10 Volume 2 and 3 up at £2.50, and then I've got the table tennis set listed at £4.99. So we do have a little bit of a price increase on those items. It's going to be marginal, but we also don't actually know if they're going to sell, so we might not even make any profit. We might actually make a loss of, what, 28 quid or something. Right, let's give it a go to. Let's see if we can get these things sold. Let's see if we get a profit. Let's see if we can actually get our money back. That I'd be happy with that at this point, to be honest. Okay, so it's 24 hours later, and to be honest, earlier on in the day, it was getting to a point where I was like, nothing is going to sell at this rate. Everything I'd listed on eBay had barely had, I think it had maybe like 1 view combined for everything that I'd listed on eBay. So it was getting very clear that I was not going to sell the stuff that I'd listed on eBay. So I decided to list everything now on Vinted, even though it's primarily for clothes. You can also sell other things on there. And long and behold, within about 6 hours, I've sold something. And what I've sold is the table tennis set. That is now gone. We paid £3.99 for the table tennis set, and I've just got a £5 for it. So I think you'll find that's profit, okay? That's £1, 1p profit, and I'm taking it, okay? And I don't think there's any like fees or anything. I think the other person pays the fees. I'm pretty sure the other person pays the shipping. I don't really know. So this is good news. We've sold something. I'm going to give it another 24 hours, see whether we get any more progress on Vinted, and then we might have to conclude. But look, I think it's looking more optimistic on Vinted, to be honest with you. The Elon Musk book has got 2 favourites. The Harry Potter set has got 1 favourite. The In-Betweeners set has got 1 favourite. This is a lot better than how I was doing on eBay. So maybe Vinted's the way forward. Okay, so we're into the final 12 hours now. The item's been listed and still nothing else has sold. However, there are people favouriting it and viewing the stuff that I'm selling on Vinted, so there's one thing for it. We're slashing prices. Yeah, we're going to do a sale. There's not much of a profit margin in the first place, but we're going to do a sale. I think this might actually work. Okay, trust the process. So we are going to push down the price of the Leeds Beckett University hoodie down to £9.50. Psychology is what this is all about. It's all about the psychology of the buyer. So down from 10 quid to 9.50. So yeah, let's change the Yale hoodie to £9.50 as well. I'm a proper seller. Do you know what I mean? I know what I'm doing. This is how we're going to get into the minds of the consumer by lowering it by 50p. It makes a big difference. Okay, it does. It makes it feel discounted. We're also going to reduce the price of the Elon Musk book because we've actually had quite a few views on that and a few favourites on that. But £3 does feel a bit high. So we are going to lower that down to £2.50. £2.50. Prices down. The Harry Potter DVD box set, years 1 to 3. This one's going to go down to £4.50. We'll decrease it further if I have to later on. Have it for free, for Christ's sake. Get rid of it. The In-Betweeners DVDs we bought for, what was it, £2 I think, and we had them up for £4. We'll decrease that down to what can we say? We'll say £2.99. I'm going to just test the waters on that. The Mamma Mia DVD that we bought for 10p and listed for £1.50, we're going to decrease that even further. We're going to actually say, do you know what? Bought it for 10p. If I can get a quid for that, that's a tenfold increase on your money. In-Betweeners film we bought for 20p and then listed it for £2. We are also going to decrease that one to £1 as well. Once again, it will be a decent little bit of profit, fivefold profit. And then finally, the Two Friends DVDs that we bought for a combined price of 20p and then listed them for £2.50. We are going to list them for £1.29. That sounds dirt cheap, but it's still more than a quid. It sounds dirt cheap though, psychologically. I'm in their brains right now. If all those things sell for those prices, I will make £37.28. I'm not saying I'm a genius, but you know, I'll let you make up your own minds on that one. Sort of 10 quid profit. That's if they sell. Let's wait and see, yeah? Okay, another 24 hours has passed, and it's not great news. Unfortunately, we've not sold every item. In fact, we've only sold one. But look, let's not get bogged down. I've only had, what, 2 or 3 days to sell it, okay? If I had a week, you know, if I had a bit longer, maybe I'd make thousands from... I probably wouldn't, would I? But no, I've had interest. I've had a lot of interest on Vinted. 14 views, 3 favourites on the Elon Musk book. So it's not really helpful, is it? I want to sell it. I don't care how many favourites I've got. I'm not trying to get validation from Vinted. What's going on? Why are you telling? I don't care how many times I've been favourites. Has it sold? Yes or no? Decrease the prices further as well. Still nothing. Still nothing, baby. So let's go through what the situation looks like. I spent £28.49. Was hoping to try and get, you know, some profit from that. That's sort of the aim of the video. In reality, I've only sold one thing, and I made a profit of £1 1p on it. And that, of course, was the table tennis set. Still need to sand that off, actually. Sold that for £5, bought it for £3.99. £1 1p in profit, which means the total profit we made was minus £27.45, which sounds bad. I admit it sounds bad to make a loss of £27.45 when you spent 28 odd. But you're looking at it negatively. I've helped charity here, and that's my takeaway. So even, my bank balance is £27 less. It is. But there's people out there that are now roaming the earth because I've funded their treatment and I've housed a dog and I've helped a heart. So not bad for £27. It's money well spent as far as I'm concerned. Guess I should probably just go give this all back to the charity shop, shouldn't I?
Thank you so much. Thanks.
Oh, just as it's closing, we got there. Literally 2 minutes before everything closes. That's charity right there, folks. Let's go home. £27 down the drain. Not down the drain, £27 to charity.
Lovely and wholesome, isn't it?